born in Atchison, Kansas on July 24th in 1897. I live with my sister and my parents. I was an independent girl who loved adventure and excitement. I love sports, and since there's no teams for girls back then, I created my own backyard games with my cousins, and I played basketball. People always called me the bravest kid on the block. When my family went to the World's Fair in St. Louis in 1904, I saw a roller coaster I wanted to build on my own. I asked my uncle, and I also asked a friend to help me build one. I had 2 planks, well, that shows right here, 2 planks, and a little coaster, and we appreciated that, and I was the first one to try it out, but I fell down and crashed. But it didn't stop me from doing it again. In 1916, when I was 19, I boarded a train to go to Ogontz, a school in Pennsylvania. I got elected vice president of my class. In 1917, I quit school and joined my sister in Canada to help wounded soldiers during World War I. On Christmas Day 1920, I saw an air show. A plane flew very low, right here, very low. People were afraid, but not me, I thought. I remember the mingled fear and pleasure. I did not understand at the time, but I think that low red plane did something to me as it swished by. That day, I knew I had to fly. I wonder how much it would cost to take flying lessons. It was $1 per minute. That was very expensive back then, and so I had many jobs to pay for it, such as a fire clerk, a photographer, a truck driver, and a teacher. On December 15, 1921, I took a test for my pilot license and passed. I cut my hair short and bought a leather jacket. I looked a bit like a boy, but I didn't mind. Without my mother and with the money I saved, I bought a plane painted yellow and called it the Canary. In 1928, I flew with 2 other pilots across the Atlantic Ocean in an airplane called the Friendship. It took us 14 days through very stormy weather, but we made it to England. I became the first woman to cross the Atlantic, and I became famous. I had a ticket day parade in New York, wrote books, and gave speeches about my adventures. I organized women's flying races across America. I created a women's flying club called the 99s. I named it that way because there used to be 99 members, but now there's a lot more. In 1931, I married my manager, George Putnam. He supported my flying career and wanted me to become even more famous. In 1932, I was the first woman to cross the Atlantic alone. And in 1935, I broke another record by flying alone from Hawaii to California across the Pacific Ocean. There's one more challenge I wanted to try, go on a world tour. In March 1937, when I was 40, I flew from California, Florida, South America, Africa, Asia, Australia, New Guinea, and Howland Island. I never reached my final destination. People thought I crashed in the ocean because I got lost and ran out of fuel. Nobody found my plane myself, and it remained a great mystery until very recently. After 77 years and much searching and curiosity, a piece of my plane was found. It was found in the coral reef called Muriel. It is now believed that I lived as a castaway for some time before I eventually died of starvation. For all of you in this class, I want you to remember my favorite sentence. You can do anything you decide to do. Yeah. Aiden.
Where was your last destination?
My last destination was Holland Island. As you can see right here, in the close-up here. And I didn't, people thought I didn't make it, but I did, actually. Max.
Did you draw that picture of the plane flying there?
Yeah.
No, she had a little.
That's actually a good drawing. John.
How old was she when she started flying a plane?
When she started flying a plane, well, at first she didn't have any interest, but then she found interest, and when she started flying a plane, she was, I think, she was about 30? Well,
In her 20s.
In her 20s, yeah, just about 30, I think in 20s, yeah.
They all play.
And Nancy? Well, I like pretty much all the sports, and baseball and basketball I think were one of my favorites. Okay, I think that was more than 3?
No, it's okay.
Well, fall.
Do the last two.
What age level did you die?
40.
And
Yeah.
your sister?
Yeah, Muriel, I can't really pronounce it right, but I think
That's right here.
That's in this 9 years old.